Nas in terms of him saying that there's narratives being pushed of him not being the #1 player on YouTube. Let's get straight into it, fellas.
Shit, Bielis was damn near throwing him up there already. Like, there's nobody in the scene that can f Lamar. He was already baiting it to be Lamar #1. So it's like, bro, if you don't want me as one, just say that. If you don't want me as one, if me being one don't cause enough controversy so that you could do your reactions, just say that. You feel me? Just say that. Because if you want to stir some shit up so that everybody can tune in and watch your reactions, I understand. Everybody trying to get their views and trying to get paid and pay their bills. I understand that. I'm not tripping. But let's not like keep trying to push a narrative of everybody else but Nas. Like, there is no way that we always gonna find somebody else. Lamar gonna win his next game and he gonna be one. Like now is Nas don't play nobody. Like now is Nas don't play nobody. I don't know what y'all want me to do. Frigga was somebody before I played him. Now he's nobody to play. When he beat Iso Tay and BJ, y'all was like Frigga was like that. Then I beat him, and now it's like, oh, Frigga. Why was Nas playing Frigga in the first place? That's what I said before I played him. Why am I playing? As a content creator, I am a real hooper. Like, do for a living. Why am I playing this? You feel what I'm saying? So I just don't understand. Like, I really don't understand. Like, it's starting to bug me a little bit because I usually stay out of comments. I don't watch YouTube. It's too toxic for my mental, and I ain't even like weak mentally. Like I just don't want to indulge in all of that because it'll have you up and down too much. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a good amount to.
He did say one thing I agree with though. It'll have you up and down too much. Yeah, YouTube should have you up and down too much.
Yeah, B knows about that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man, my only thing that Nas has been, I've heard him say more than once, has been him kind of alluding to like the TNC narrative. I have always been, I've made maybe like 20 rankings in the past few years.
Consistently.
What does B do?
Consistently. If I'm consistently, but first.
One, first. Numero uno. He's been #1 player for me for years. And I just feel like I'm a part of TNC. And I've always been consistent with Nas. And I've never like allowed anything besides my basketball opinion to dictate that. And I feel like I just don't like the narrative talk, Nas. Like I'm a part of TNC. Cell had Nas at 1, right? So like I just think it's not. I actually think Nas, you're creating a narrative by saying that we're creating a narrative, because factually 2/3 of us have you at 1, and I've had you at 1 forever, and I've pushed you, and I've always said you're the best player. Not even in just ones, but I've always just had him and talked about him in a great light because I think really highly of him genuinely. So like, I don't like the narrative talk. That's my main thing with this is like, I genuinely think he's trying to create a narrative that TNC creates narrative. And then as far as the IG post, because I saw on this story, that's one guy. That's just a social media guy. I'm not going to disclose who. It's not some elaborate plan to have Rob at 1. Rankings don't sell matchups. It doesn't really matter who's at 1. They don't sell tickets. So there's no real reason to create any kind of narrative for that. And it's just not happening. Like, I just want to make that clear. That's just my opinion on it.
I want to piggyback on that too. When it comes to the narrative stuff too, I think we've all are victims as humans. Like we'll see, I tell you guys this off of off the recording. Like we'll see 1,000 good comments and see one negative one, and then just automatically believe that that's what everybody believes of us or believe is what's going on in the situation. And I think that's what Nas is kind of getting in the way of him. He's getting in his own way by basically seeing what B. Ellis had said about having Rob at 1, which if you really think about it, it's not such a crazy take. It's an opinion at the end of the day. There's no definitive answer in any sport, like Mills alluded to. when we talked yesterday. There's no definitive GOAT. There's no definitive best player in any sport, and it's all going to be opinion based. So when Nas is just giving this stuff of attention, it's kind of like odd to me when people out there are saying he's number one. Why not give the attention to those people who have said, okay, he's number one, but then one person disagrees with how I feel of myself. Now I feel a certain type of way. I don't rock with that. And I think the other saying, oh, he has Rob at 1.
I didn't say that though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like 1A, 1B tied with him, right? Then I think
for the
he
number 1
finds
spot.
an issue with that. Huh?
All I said, I went out.
No,
only thing I said, I swear to God, is what I said, bro. If you got Nas at 1, bro, what I'm gonna tell you? If somebody tell me they got Rob at 1, what I'm gonna tell them? The only way we're gonna definitively know who's the number 1 player on the scene is when they check up. That's been my rhetoric since Rob won the game. I've been consistent with that the whole time. I never said Rob is the number 1 player. He's better than Nas. Didn't say that.
Yeah. No matter, like, nobody, there's never, like Sel said, we talked yesterday, there's never a number 1 that just everyone agrees with in anything, like in any sport. In any sport. Like
in anything.
Yeah, football, Tom Brady. Well, some people might prefer Patrick Mahomes now. Like, obviously basketball, Jordan and Braun and so on. Like, there's not any number 1 that's just, so as long as you got the majority, which I feel like you do, I feel like you have your respect. There's always going to be percentages of people that have a different opinion, and their perspective is their perspective. But like B also said, like, there is one way to just shut that up, and we can do that in this space, which is like a one-on-one between the two. And then you can have the belt, you know.
I want to add on to that too. In this space, lists are so fluid.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can change any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the whole year. So I think for Nas even be in that conversation, that should say enough by itself. And I've watched videos where B has had Nas at 1 before, where he was talking to your age on the stream. Or they're on IG Live, and they're basically saying like, "Oh, why can't Zay be higher?" Is because he didn't have enough games, right? And then Zay got more games under his belt, and he kept winning. He kept winning. Nas in the video said, "When do win streaks not matter?" Zay had a good win streak too. So if that's what you're basing it off of, the win streak, Zay also had a great win streak, and you were part of that win streak. If we keep it in the spade to spade, regardless if you were hurt or not, it was your first game back or not, you still played the game. So we have to call it what we see it. And Zay had a crazy win streak until he just lost to Rob. But now, man, that's what I said. He's definitive number 1 to me personally. But
even if B did have Rob at 1, it's still majority on this panel. Like, Nas won. So why is that? Like, that's the fact.
You want me to tell you why?
2/3 of us have Nas at 1. That's the majority.
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead, B.
Why?
Because he know both them boys got an argument for being number 1, man. He know. Don't put me single. Don't put me single. Don't put me single. You trying to sneak that in there? Don't do that. He know both of them boys got arguments for being 1. Like, let's stop acting like Zay ain't like that. Let's stop acting like Rob ain't like that. Those 3 guys on any given day can beat each other in a one-on-one. And based off resume, you're going to tell me Rob doesn't have an argument for 1 where he pulled up and beat the guy you lost to in the same place you lost to him at? You're going to tell me Zay didn't have an argument for 1 where he beat Scoob, then you, and he ain't lose for a year and a half until you played Rob Cologne. So a guy that ain't lose for a year and a half until you played Rob Cologne in his hometown, prior to Rob Cologne, you mean to tell me he didn't have an argument for number 1? That's all I'm saying. So, like, you can't tell me, like, come on, bro. Like, let's keep it 100. I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to be in your ear just, yeah. I'm going to tell you, bro. These 2 dudes right here are neck and neck with you. They are.
And also, for everyone watching, if someone has a different opinion than you, it doesn't mean that they're biased. I think people throw that word around too much to use it to win an argument. Oh, you're biased. Your opinion is completely invalidated because you're biased. Okay, I can say the same to you, and then we'll get nowhere. Our opinions are our opinions. Stop. Like, if someone is clearly biased, okay, We can use that, but people throw it around too often just to eliminate an argument. It's like, okay.
Even
Well,
to piggyback on that, I think when it comes to even discussions, not even arguments, when someone has an opinion, I feel, this is my personal opinion on this, it's not our job to change that person's opinion. We can state our opinions and then agree or disagree.
Facts.
But I think it's the problem in life where everybody tries to get people, like, if I'm trying to get Millie to understand my opinion, it's not going to work that way. It's his opinion. He might be like, I didn't see it that way, but I still feel how I feel about a certain situation. That's fine. But I think where the problem is in this space is everybody's opinion, like, has their own opinion, and people want their opinion to be the only one that's heard. Like, no, you have to say it this way. You have to believe it like this. And I think that's just, it's not an honest way of going about like conversations.
Exactly, because who am I to tell y'all this wrong? That's what y'all believe. Like,
right.
Bro.
Like Russ versus Kyrie. I really can't say BLS is wrong. That's his opinion. But I'll have my own opinion. We go back and forth every day. But that's just what makes, you know what I'm saying, like conversation and debates fun, because you're always gonna have your opinion about something.
And I also want to say this too, bro. Like, when they do play, when they will, I think they will play. And if Nas go out there and win the game, bro, I'm gonna go on live and I'm gonna give him his credit. I'm gonna show him love and say you are the #1 player on YouTube. Like, I have no issue with saying that at all. Right. Like, and also, let's say Rob would have lost to Tay. And the Zay game, if Rob would have lost to Tay and then he would have turned around and beat Zay, no argument to me. Nas is the #1 player on YouTube. There'll be no argument for me.
Yeah.
But like, bro, things have happened. The stars have aligned. And I honestly feel like Rob has done enough to be in that discussion. And y'all two are like literally on a collision course to decide who's the #1 player.
Yep.
But that's hating.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Hopefully this doesn't go on forever. Because we've given props to everybody in their space, man. And we've just been honest. We've been a panel of people that aren't biased. We have our opinion about certain things, and we disagree on a lot of things oftenly, including this list. As you can see, I think we've rarely had one thing where we all three agree on. So let's know in the comments below what you guys.
Can I say this? One thing I do know, when that face-off come around, Cell doing it. It's based off what's been going on. I'm like feeling #1 now. Shout out to
Yeah. You can watch. I'm gonna ask them. Would you rather eat Donald Trump ass or suck Shaq's toe?
Yo.